This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are from across the
pond.
pond.
Sorry, I was a bit close up to the camera then. I pressed it and I wasn't really ready. Whoa, close up. Whoa.
How was your... Well, I'm close up all the time. How was your week?
Just like that. It was a bit all over the place, to be honest. Alfie was back to school. Woohoo! And he's 150% better. Off he skipped back to school. Love it. I had work, and also, as I mentioned last week, my dad's partner was in hospital. Unfortunately, she's still in hospital. She is stable, but we're just praying that she's going to be okay. But she's stable at the moment. I did go to my dad's yesterday and come back today. I don't really know what to do, to be honest, but I thought, well, I'll go and see him at least, because visiting time, since COVID visiting time, you can only have 1 hour every day and only one person to visit, and it has to be the same person every day. So it's a bit bizarre, to be honest, but yeah, I thought, all right, if I can't really do anything, but let me go and see him. So yeah, spent some time with father.
Well, I hope father's doing well, and I hope he's in good spirits, even though his significant other is stable. We got our prayers for her.
He did make me a delicious bacon sandwich this morning, so thank you, father.
Ooh-wee. What kind of bacon?
Huh?
What kind of bacon?
Pork bacon. That's the only type of bacon.
No,
I know you lot eat turkey bacon, which is not a thing here.
Or duck bacon.
Duck bacon.
Yeah.
I mean, I like duck. I just don't know if but duck bacon will taste the same.
You don't know what you're missing. Yum.
Well, I'm going to be flying over there soon. That's all I know. And I'll be tasting some duck bacon, so I'll be able to report back.
Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was very uneventful.
As always.
Today I buried a close family member of mine. We grew up together. She passed away. She was 43 years old. Her name is Brandy Elizabeth Martin. We went to school together and we had lots of laughs. I'm going to miss her.
It wasn't anything corona related, was it?
No.
Okay.
She was battling some I don't want to get too personal about her illness, but she was sickly, and it caught up with her. I just say that. And she was a good woman. Very, very
well,
lovable.
they say he only takes the good ones young.
Yeah, she was a beautiful spirit. And when we went to the funeral, she looked really good in the coffin.
Okay, we're going to have to make a show about this, but I just need to ask you quickly, is that standard practice over there that the coffin is open and you look at the person?
Yeah, it's standard practice unless something really happens to them, to where they have to have a closed casket.
Yeah, because that's not standard practice here. What happens is when they're before the funeral, you can go to the funeral parlor and request a viewing to see the person in their coffin. But the whole way after that, throughout the funeral, it's closed. Nobody sees nothing.
Oh, see, it's different here. We have a viewing, and then during the viewing, right before they have the service, you go up and you see them right before they close the casket.
Okay, I'm making a note of that to discuss that in a show. I know we've talked about...
And then we close the casket.
I know we've talked about death, loved ones, but that is a difference across the pond. So we're going to do some discussion on Wednesday about
that. I think it's just it's standard to have a viewing and then the service.
Okay, well, we'll investigate why that is, because that's different here. I mean, it's different. There's so much we could talk about. Like, I'm just going to tell this quick story. When I was talking to my dad earlier, we were talking about my granddad, who I unfortunately didn't meet. And I said to him, the first time I saw an actual dead person was I went to visit my nan, and she always had photo albums. And I said to her, I was only about 8, and I said to her, oh, I want to see. She was like, sure, go for your life. Anyway, when I opened it, right there in the album was my granddad dead in his coffin. And I was like, oh my God, like, why didn't you warn me, or why is he in there? But that's Ukraine tradition, that you take pictures of the person in their coffin, you know, with the family. So there's another thing. So yeah, we're definitely going to chop it up about that at some point.
Yeah. Other than that, work has been okay. The weather over here has been shite.
Oh my God.
It has been terrible.
The weather up until, what day is it today? Friday. Up until Wednesday, blazing squad. You had bikinis on, the lot. Wake up Thursday, it's snowing.
I tell you, it's been snowing, raining, thunderstorms. You name it, we got it.
It just don't know what it wants to do. You can't go from a bikini one day to a woolly hat and scarf and gloves the next. It's bizarre.
Well, that's how it's going.
That is how it's going. I still, unfortunately, I will apologise now. Still can't seem to shift this cough after I was poorly. It's really getting on my absolute last nerve. I've bought some water to keep the whistle wet, just so that I don't cough up a lung, basically.
Well, I forgot that I am going to have to skip out just so I can get me a beverage, because today.
Hold on, we haven't done a news update yet.
Oh,
let's quickly
I'm so excited for today.
Let's quickly do a news update, and then
I almost fell.
I saw
the whole world almost saw me take a dump.
Listen, we have not got time for you to be going. What? We haven't got time for you to be going to hospital today.
Oh my God.
Let's do a little news update, and then you quickly might have time to run off and get a beverage. So, what's been going on in the news over there?
Well, First Lady Supreme Court judge is being voted in. The House, I don't know if y'all have different levels of government. We have the House, and then we have the Senate. And the House has just voted for nationwide. Hold on, I just was reading it earlier.
Hold on, folks.
He's taking my notes.
Pull it up on his phone because we deal in facts here.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up because I was excited.
I've took a screenshot of my news feed, so.
You did?
Well, one particular thing I wanted to say. Come on, give us the facts.
Where's it at? I'm trying to hurry up.
When you hurry, that's when it doesn't happen.
Okay, it says House approves bill for legalizing marijuana nationwide.
Ooh, so throughout the whole of the US?
Yeah, our whole of US. We have the worst, what's the name when it comes to marijuana laws. We have the worst.
Well, it's illegal over here, so I think we'll find we have the worst law.
Well, it's still illegal here too. It's medical right now. It's not, in some states it's recreational, but here in Pennsylvania it's only for medical.
Okay, so apart from weed being made legal, did anything else happen in the news?
President Biden says that he is going to open up some oil, gas. My tongue is being tied right now. He announced that he was going, because our gas prices are through the roof here.
So are ours.
And he said that he was going to open up some oil barrels or something to start giving out some oil so it can lessen the prices.
Well, I did hear on the news earlier that President Putin, he has he's basically been blackmailing some European countries that he's going to stop supplying gas if they don't do what he wants. Sorry, folks. Yeah. Let's just wait for Rich to join back in the room.
I'm back here. I'm back.
Yeah, Putin's been blackmailing European countries, saying that he's going to put a stop to all gas being supplied by Russia.
Weren't they supposed to be having like talks, and the talks didn't go well?
Talks are still ongoing. Can I just say, I managed to obtain a new piece of thing here from my father. I stand with Ukraine. Thank you, Father, for my band.
Tell Father I would love one.
Okay, Father, you heard it here first. Rich needs one of these bands.
I need one of those.
I'll ship it to him. Other news, there was a guy went to prison because remember I said to you last week, there was a 17-month-old baby that got attacked by a dog. Back in 2020, I want to say, there was a guy whose dog, who he knew the dog was vicious, attacked their 12-day-old baby and she died. And he has now been sentenced because he knew the dog was vicious. And there's some other things going on there with him. So he got some comeuppance, thank God. Other news is, remember Alec Baldwin shot that person? Well, that's all gone quiet, right? But what has popped up in the news this week is Alec Baldwin's wife is now pregnant with their 7th baby.
7th child, yo. That's crazy.
Like, do you think he done that just to get the limelight off of the fact that he killed somebody?
He didn't do that purposely.
But he still did it, and it was in the news out there.
Well, he's back to filming. I'm gonna jump on piggyback you. He's back to filming. He's doing a Christmas movie right now.
Well, obviously, that's what people think about what he did. You will see. Obviously, clearly, money talks.
Money knows how to hush
money
it up.
Talks. Right, so Rich has now obtained a beverage. There's going to be a difference on the show today. We don't normally have guests on a Friday. We normally have them on a Sunday, and we normally have a subject on a Friday. Fun Friday, serious Sunday. One of the main things we haven't mentioned about that was in the news is the Oscars. There was a big hoo-ha about the Oscars. So we're going to talk about that today, but we're also going to allow somebody else to come into the room, because there's 2 parts to this. Our good friend and a previous guest, a couple of times actually on the show, Jay Reace.
Yes, a couple of times.
Has sent us each some snacks, exactly the same ones. He's got the same ones, and we're just basically going to try them. So basically,
they're vegan. Get it right. They're vegan chips.
But I was waiting until he was in the room to drop that bombshell. The funny thing is, he sent them to me first because I'm the furthest away. And as soon as I got it, I messaged and said, "Please, can I open my box?" He said, "Yep." Ripped it open, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Rich got his box and never opened it. So last week we had our little business meeting that we have once a month with Jay Reace, and Rich was like, "Yes, let's eat these snacks," and I was like, "No, not today, we're doing it on the show." And he was like, "What?" And then something was, I'm not going to tell you what they are yet, something was mentioned about the snacks, and Rich was like, "What?" And I said, "Don't you know what they are?" And he said, "I haven't even opened my box."
Yes.
Schoolboy error that was. Excuse me, schoolboy error.
Yeah.
Now, you know me, I was nosy. I wanted to know straight away.
Yeah, she ain't lying. She said it, I didn't.
And I'm not being funny. I did get excited, and I literally, that crashed and burned very quickly when I flipped the lid and found out they were vegan snacks. I'm going to lie. So, yeah.
Crash and burn. But, so, we were talking about the Oscar incident. This is going to be a 2-part series.
Yeah, because we were only going to talk about part of it because it's Friday. We can't not mention it because excuse me.
It's been heard around the world.
Right, and it's happening right now. But I do personally think there's a very serious element to it. So we're going to just chop it up about it today briefly. Or here's Jay Reace, and then we're going to come back and address it again on Sunday in a bit more of a serious manner, in a different type of way. So let's wait till he enters the room. Look at that grin. God.
What is up, everybody?
Woo!
What's up? What's up?
What's up? What?
I know, right?
What an entrance! I was like, "Woo!" He is in the room.
Well, I'm a few minutes late because I was trying to get myself situated, and I wasn't paying attention to the clock. So my apologies, and thank you so much for having me on the show.
It must be a that side of the pond thing, because Rich was also a few minutes late. Then he didn't have a drink, so don't feel bad. You two are in it together today.
All right, cool.
Hey, look, I was taking a kip, and I just happened to jump up and be like, "Oh, God."
So we've just explained to the peeps how we're going to go with the show, that we're going to talk a little bit about what happened at the Oscars first, and then we're going to get into these snacks. We haven't told them what they are. I've expressed a little bit of disappointment when I burst open the box and was like, oh.
And all I said was, they're vegan snacks. So there you have it.
So wait a minute, disappointment. Oh, wait a minute, can you say right now what your disappointment is, or does that have to come later when we start talking about what the snack is?
Well,
let it come later. Let it come later.
Okay. Let it come later. Okay.
Let it come later during the snack segment. Okay. Right now I'm ready to jump.
All right, fine. Let me just ask you two this question. The Will Smith slap with Chris Rock, was it fake or a setup, or was it genuine?
It was real.
Why do you think that?
Because
that was real. I had a setup. Oh, sorry. I thought you were going to speak to Reach. Okay. So I like listening to both of them speak about it afterwards. Plus, there's that moment, which I think Rich was about to say this. There's that moment right after Chris gets slapped. His reaction to being slapped, I don't think he could fake that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I agree. He did the whole gulping thing, when you're like, oh my God, don't cry, don't say anything, He did.
Well, see, my view was he kind of cocked back a little bit, like he was about to swing, but then just caught himself and was like, I'm in a different kind of venue.
Yep.
That's what I got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, though, there's so many different like videos and camera angles that have come out about it,
Yeah.
And let's not get it twisted. There are so many jokes and memes and songs and whatever. Don't you feel like as soon as something like this has happened, people must be on their phones instantly making up memes?
Oh man, it's the internet that is so fast. Heard around the world. Okay,
to be honest, I just got to say this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kept saying he slapped the ish out of him, right? Now, to me, if you slap the ish out of someone, that's more than one slap. He literally just slapped him round the face. Like,
no, see, it was the way he slapped him. That's what it is. Open hand, 5-finger palm to the face.
What?
Completely disrespectful.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's an ultimate sign of disrespect when you open hand slap a grown man.
Okay, so if he had if you had closed punched him, that is not as disrespectful as a slap.
Correct. In my opinion.
I agree. If you open hand slap a grown man and he does nothing, that's a total sign of disrespect. But then another thing that shows a sign of disrespect, he turned his back on him and walked away. Like he knew Chris Rock couldn't do nothing. So he turned his back on him and walked away.
Right? Which I mean, if you look at the clip, Will did wait a second to see what Chris was gonna do, and then he walked off because he, as you said, he was like, okay, Chris ain't gonna do nothing.
He was kind of like, yeah,
right.
I slapped you. You ain't gonna do nothing, and he turned his back on him.
So are you both saying that Will Smith was in the wrong?
Yes, he was in the wrong.
Ooh, I've been debating this ever since this has come out, and I feel like both of them were in the wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't,
but I feel like they were in wrong for different reasons, and
I don't.
I have to put myself in that situation because regardless of what Jada has done to Will and regardless of how people feel Jada is, if someone has said that to my wife, significant other, or anybody that I'm dating and I care about, regardless if we're in a award show, regardless if it's a comedian, I'm probably going to throw hands. I don't care. Not because I'm that much of an aggressive dude. It's just there's that level, you know, like it's weird.
Nope. Will Smith was in the wrong. Let me explain something to you.
Uh-oh.
If you go to a comedy show,
right,
and you're in the first 5 rows,
you're gonna get roasted.
You are automatically know that you are going to get roasted. I've been to a dozen. We have a comedy club right down the street here, and everybody knows if you sit up in that front row,
right,
you are going to get roasted. So he went around the room. It wasn't like he just targeted Will and Jada. He went around the room and was roasting people. That's what comedians do.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm sorry. I'll go and say this real quick. So, see, and I get that. And one of the issues that I keep going back to is that I understand Chris Rock is a comedian, and he was telling jokes. And as you said, he was going around the room joking on everybody. However, there is a few minor caveats. One, Will Smith isn't a comedian, but he's an entertainer at the level, if not higher, than Chris Rock, right? 2, if this was taking out of any other, like if we put this in the context of any other scenario, we wouldn't even be talking about it being jokes. And then the last and final point that I always come back to is that Chris Rock, the jokes that he was telling to everybody else weren't as, what's the word I'm going to use? Weren't as focused as it was the one he did towards Jada, because Jada's issue she was having with her head is very public knowledge. Even though she put out a video a couple of days or a week ago talking about, oh, people can make fun of her hair, it doesn't get to her, which was complete bull for me personally. But that should have been something Chris Rock, me personally, I'm like, he should, if he was going to crack on Jada, he should have said something else.
Okay.
Personally.
I look at it like this.
Uh-oh.
No matter what she just said, about Jada, I think Will Smith cracked. I don't.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because I looked at it like this. That joke was not slap worthy.
Okay.
Okay, I agree with you on that one.
I look at it like this. He was damned if he did and damned if he didn't. He got up, slapped the guy for roasting his wife about a personal appearance issue that actually is a medical issue. So in 50, this is where it's split. 50% of the eyes of people, he's a man, he's sticking up for his wife. Yes, go Will, slap him. The other side, if he didn't do anything, these people would be saying he didn't even stand up for his wife, you know.
No, they wouldn't.
Good point.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, they wouldn't.
Good point.
Okay.
Because the simple fact of the matter is, he laughed at the joke too.
And if you watch a different camera angle, she laughs at the joke too.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that part where she laughed. I've seen her like stone cold face it.
Laughing.
She didn't laugh. She laughed at the slap. That's what everybody's trying to say.
I'm going to forward both of you to the clip. And this is what I was saying earlier.
Okay,
there's different camera angles that come out, right?
Right.
And even the person commentating this says, why is she laughing? Why is she laughing? So let me read you. Excuse me. Let me just read you what Will Smith said afterwards, right?
Okay, I think I've heard this.
Violence in all forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are part of the job, but jokes about Jaden's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted. I would like to publicly apologize to Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed by my actions. And it is not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in the world, only love and kindness. I would like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all of the attendees, and everybody who watched around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret my behavior, and that has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am just a work in progress.
I'm not saying he wasn't sincere to that, but yeah, that's crowd service. That's crowd service. That
was my question. Do you think that's a sincere apology?
No,
I don't know. I mean, Will is a very gifted actor. I can't say if that was sincere or not, but I can tell you that is crowd control. That is damage. That is damage control.
I think it was
his publicist wrote that.
I think
no, he said that. That was the speech, right? He said that in the speech, right?
No, he wrote it on his social media.
No. He didn't do that in his speech. Okay. See, this is my thing. You're on a platform. So now I done listened to this whole entire week. I done listened to everybody's that I like, that I listen to on podcasts, social media.
Similar to me. Similar, yeah.
And I've listened to everybody's response, and everybody's response is like, little too late. And if you think about it, he didn't do that publicly apology until after the Academy Awards is now taking interest in reviewing
or taking back his Oscar.
No, they're reviewing the punishment they should dish out to him. Once he found that out, then you come out with a public apology. The apology should have been given. The apology should have been given the same way he did his speech when he got the Oscar.
Well, he gave he gave
he apologized he apologized to the Academy and said, I hope they let me come back. Because he knows he's been in Hollywood long enough to know that he knows he's going to get some type of repercussion.
But see, that's just it though. Like, okay, so imagine I don't know how much time lapsed between the slap and him getting this award. I heard that it was fairly
a few minutes.
Yeah, right. So think about it. If you're still mad at someone for disrespecting your loved one, are you going to apologize to that person regardless of what the situation? You got to be some kind of person to say you can hear and apologize to someone when you're still mad.
Okay, can I just say one more thing about where I stand on it, right? This is the second time they've been ridiculously exposed in the media for something, i.e. there was the whole thing that she had an entanglement with another guy, that she had an affair. How are you going to justify slapping a man around the face for telling a joke about your wife, but you're not going to slap a man around the face for sleeping with your wife? Like,
so
no, he was a kid at the time. Let's get it twisted. She's a cradle robber, and that's what happened. You didn't go around talking about when you see him, you're gonna slap him or you're gonna do anything to him. And my thing is, jokes, people, they're jokes. Now just imagine if it was D.L. Hughley. You know who D.L. Hughley is, right?
I do. I don't know if Soph does.
He's one of the kings of comedy. Okay. He's one of the kings of, and he is known for roasting people. That is what he is known for. So just imagine if he was up there. He would have said something probably worse than that.
I think the difference is that Will has history with Chris Rock, and so does Jada. Chris Rock has been making fun of Jada since like the early 2000s, way before she decided to boycott the Oscars way back when. He has been throwing jabs at her for so long now. But
also, I heard there was a thing between them two.
It's possible. I don't know. I haven't heard that. So that's possible. I don't know. But on the point of, so Jada admitted to Will on the Red Table Talk that she had an entanglement, which is so famous now to say I had an entanglement, but that she had an entanglement with the dude, right? I can't see Will coming out in a video saying, yo, when I see him in the streets, I'm going to smack the shit. You know, I can't, to me, that doesn't make sense. So a lot of people are like, oh, you didn't do that to him. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense to me.
Could you have seen Will Smith cuss the way he cussed at the Oscars? He is known for his music. He is known for not putting any profanity in his rap songs.
Oh, but see, that's just it. See, me, I'm a hardcore Will Smith fan. I kid you not, I have every single album. And in his albums, not his early stuff, but in his later stuff, he does cuss. Now, don't get me wrong. He's not like a Biggie or Tupac or like some other like nowadays guy who says the N-word and MF all day long, but he let a word fly every so often. People don't know how Will raps now. You know what I'm saying? Again, like he's never trying to be a gangster rapper, but he's cussed in his lyrics. So that whole that whole, what is it, Boy Scout polish routine, that went away with the Fresh Prince. He hasn't been that way in a long time.
They said he's the new Fresh Prince from the new series. They said he's a raw Fresh Prince.
Somewhat. And again, like, I'm not trying to justify his actions and saying that he was right in that moment, because it's very clear that he had some type of breakdown. Whatever it is, for whatever his reasons was, he had some type of breakdown. I'm not sitting here justifying it.
Let me ask you two a question.
Okay, go forth.
Now, Chris Rock was up there for the award for Best Documentary. Does anybody know what documentary won?
I don't have a clue. I don't know.
Do you? Mm-mm. See, that's the problem that we have. He overshadowed all the hard work that people have done to get to the Oscars. No one's talking about who won what. All they're talking about is Will Smith's slap.
But see, that's just it though. Like, everybody is putting this
Soul of Summer is the one who won, actually. Souls of
Summer. Everybody's putting this on Will. Chris Rock still needs to be held accountable. I get that he's a comedian, but where is the line? Because I mean, comedians have argued this all the time. Just because you're telling jokes, does that mean that anything and everything is fair game to make fun of? No, it shouldn't be. No.
First of all, let me explain something to you. Alopecia is not a death sentence.
I agree.
It'd be different if she had breast cancer or some type of cancer, or she was dying of AIDS or something like that.
Chris Rock did have a show a day or so after that, and he addressed the audience straight away saying, "What did you do this weekend?" Everyone started laughing. And then he said, "Do you know what? I'm not ready to talk about it yet. So we're not going to talk about it." So up until this point, he hasn't said anything about it. Now, I'm conscious that we're doing the serious side of this on Sunday. So I'm going to ask you two some questions. And you're going to answer the quick fire round before we move on to the good bit of the show.
All right.
So. Go for it.
Who was right? Will or Chris?
Neither one of them.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them was right.
Okay. Should Jada and Will stay married?
Oh, if you're asking me, personally, I say no, but I don't know how they are inside behind cameras.
I'm gonna say yeah, because they're in an open marriage, so they're gonna stay together forever anyway.
Should Will have his Oscar?
If you're gonna stay with him, if he's gonna stay with her during an entanglement, you know for a fact that your lady was getting knocked down, and you still with her. That joke shouldn't have done anything to you. It shouldn't.
But hold up, why not? Why not? Because just because you talk about one subject doesn't mean you're not sensitive about another one.
Alopecia, like I said, alopecia is not a death sentence.
I don't think it was the fact that he joked about alopecia. Listen, I think it's the fact that he was talking about his wife.
With this topic. We could talk about it forever, which is why we're spreading it over 2 shows. Should Will have his Oscar taken back? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No, and I hate that people are even like tossing that in the air.
I think he should be banned from the Oscars, though.
Oh.
No, why?
Because that's assault, whether you believe it or not. That is assault. If it was any other person.
No. See, here's that. No, don't get me wrong. I know it's assault. And yes, Will should do some type of punishment or crime. But does he need to be banned from the Oscars? No, maybe like he sits out 1-2 award shows. But he should be banned from it.
Okay, hold on. That's Rich's answer then. The punishment should be he's banned. What do you think should be the punishment, Jay Reace?
Okay, so definitely not money, because money for them is different for us. So I think he should do some type of community outreach service where he's talking about assault and violence and helping mentor people to go to counseling or something like that to fix the issues that he might be having that caused him to slap Chris. You know, it should be that. Just banning somebody and getting them. No, that doesn't solve the issue, because then he'll go out and do it somewhere else.
All right, so you mean to tell me someone's assault somebody.
Yeah.
And he should just get 2-day suspension. So now the next person that comes and punches somebody, then what? they just think they should just get a 2-day suspension from award shows. That is the most prestigious award show on the planet. Everybody named Mama is there, and everybody named Mama is watching.
There should be some type of rehabilitation, not just kicking him out. Because if you don't solve the root problem, it's going to keep happening some way or somehow.
Okay, but can I just say, Rich, my mum didn't watch it, so everybody and their mum didn't watch it because my mum didn't.
But I'm telling you, it's one of the most prestigious here in America. It is one of the most prestigious award shows you can ever be on.
What do you think is going to happen in however many years' time when they say, who's going to win an Oscar for the best talk show? Oh, hello.
Mm-hmm. So wait a minute. No. So if Mel Gibson, Woody Allen, and a whole bunch of other dudes can still go to the Oscars that be doing all kind of heinous stuff, can still get to the Oscars.
Did they do it on the Oscars? Did they do it at the award show?
Oh, okay. So if they don't do it there's completely like we just ignore them at all.
There's been 5 people that have been banned from the.
Oh, for real? No joke. Like who?
Bill Cosby.
Okay.
What
did he do at the Oscars to get banned at the Oscars?
Exactly. He didn't do nothing at the Oscars. Jimmy Weinstein. He didn't do nothing at the Oscars and got banned. Roman Polanski. He got banned, and there's two other people that got banned.
Yeah.
And if you want to take it even further, Kanye West just got banned from the Grammys because of his racial slurs towards Trevor Noah.
Yeah, I heard about that one. And again, like all that stuff it's all I gotta choose my words carefully. All that stuff is bad. Right, but there's different levels of bad. I'm the only female here, and I've got to take the reins. Like, we are going way over the allocated time segment for this. It was just meant to be people's opinions. We've chopped up our opinion. You want to hear more about it? Come back on Sunday. Jay Reace, if you're free, we'll have you back on Sunday to hear the serious side of it. But today, I'm always free for you guys.
Today is Fun Friday. So,
that was fun.
I know, right?
That was fun.
That was like barbershop talk right there. We getting heated in the seats.
Listen, I'm just glad it wasn't me disagreeing with Rich for a change, because normally we disagree and we chop it up, but there we are, somebody else is in the mix. So anyway, you kindly
Sunday show is going to be so great, you guys.
You kindly sent us some snacks. Now, you've got the same snacks as us, right, Jay Reace?
I do. They're over here on my side. I have the same exact snacks that you guys have.
Mine's here. Everybody's got their ready. So what they are we call them over here pork scratchings, right? You lot call them something else.
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds, right?
Yep.
So you've basically sent us pigless pork rinds. So basically, pork rinds with 0 pork, nothing to do with meat or pigs, vegan. And you've sent us barbecue flavor, Texas barbecue.
Yep.
Nacho cheese, original, and I have drawn a pen.
Hella
hot.
So we've decided to take it in turns to choose which ones we think are the best. And as you picked the snacks, Jay Reace, you can choose which flavor we eat first.
Absolutely. So
can I just ask you two to keep note and which order you will put them in from your favorite to your worst? So can you just keep a note, and then we'll chop it up at the end what we think.
Well, I kind of already know mine, but
you would. I'm sure you're a regular in your household.
Yeah, I eat these all the time. I love these bad boys.
Okay, well, what flavor are you making us eat first?
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys eat the original first, so you can taste where they started, because that was the first one. So anybody who's listened to the show long enough, I've been on here before. I'm vegan. I don't eat any animal products whatsoever. And a lot of times you get a craving for not animal products, but the seasoning and flavors that you used to have. And I used to love pork rinds, and Outstanding Foods makes pig out, and I find their products awesome. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like every flavor, but oh my God.
Well,
when I need a snack, these are it.
I'm just going to say that it says pig out, porkless pork rinds, They're hella tasty and they're full of flavor, free of guilt.
Yes. Oh, and if you guys like these, they also have seasonings and curly puffs on their flavor. But we started with these. I want to see how you guys like these first.
Oh my God, I can't even open the bag.
There was a little tab rip thingy that you just rip
okay.
it. All right.
Okay, let me just say.
I got me a fancy little bowl so I can pour some in the bowl.
Let me just say they smell absolutely nothing like a pork rasher. They smell of nothing.
Well, there's no real pork, so yeah.
Okay, are we going? Is everyone ready?
Right.
I'm a bit scared.
Yep. I'm ready.
Why have you got the smallest bit?
Oh, me? Well, I've had these before. I love these, so yeah.
You might. Hold on. It's April Fool's Day today.
You want me to get a bigger one? Let me find a bigger one. Okay, let me pour my.
Have you set us up? April Fool's Day. You're making.
No, of course not. Okay, here. So here's the bigger one. Here's a bigger one. That works.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
Oh my God! Everyone's going in. To be honest, my personal opinion, it doesn't really taste of anything and it feels like polystyrene.
Yeah, these are I see Rich's face right there. So these are the originals. Yeah, they usually just have like a salty taste. But I won't give my rating just yet, but yeah.
No. Okay, Rich, You can be next. What flavor do you want to try? I can see you can't wait.
Let's go with the Texas barbecue. Maybe that may be a little better than the last.
All right.
Maybe they might actually taste of something. Okay, let's.
Okay.
Why don't they smell of anything? Oh, actually, they smell a bit. See, they smell seasoned. Let's put it that way.
I'm trying to make sure I find a big one so I don't get yelled at again.
Yeah. Full of flavor, apparently, free of guilt. All I will say, Jay Reace, is you do know karma comes around, right?
Right, it does.
We have vegan snacks here, and I'm going to be sure to send you some delightful.
Oh, I love vegan snacks from the UK. You guys do veganism. You guys have more laws that are in place to keep you healthier than America does. So
I sent you a whole heap of vegan chocolate.
I know, and I ate it like in a day.
Rich has already gone to like a morsel-sized piece because he's had enough already.
I know, right?
On your say-so,
Texas. Mine has nothing but crumbs in it. I got a bad bag. That had a
Texas barbecue. Pieces. Here we go.
All right. Okay.
That was your choice, Rich. What did you think?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a fan.
You know what's funny though? Because I'm noticing, and I hate to say this because I don't want to skew your opinion, which you guys already have your opinions, but I usually get the bigger bags, and I got you guys the smaller bags because I didn't know how you like it.
So now you're going to tell us that the bigger bags are the only ones that have any flavor, right?
Well, I don't know what it is. Like these ones, or maybe it's because like how long it took me to get you guys these bags. Like I don't know, but there is a different taste.
Jay Reace,
these don't taste like I normally taste.
I'm not buying your excuses. Okay,
I'm real honest. Yeah. All right. So which one is yours? Which one's your pick? Which one's your pick?
I'm not a fan of hot stuff, so I'm going in with nacho cheese.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the seasoning on them tastes good.
Tastes good. It lasted about 1 second. As soon as you crunch down, the seasoning's gone. They do actually say.
Well, think about it. Usually, if you're eating it, you're going to continue eating it, right? You're going to put more than one.
Cholesterol-free, energy-rich, good carbs, baked, not fried.
Right.
Oh my God, I can't get it open.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the smell test. Hold on.
They don't smell like nothing.
They don't smell like anything. Why don't they smell like the flavor they're meant to?
Which is weird. Do you smell everything you eat?
I have
to. I've never done that.
Yes.
And the worst thing is it always puts me off if it smells rank, and I wouldn't eat it, but it doesn't smell anything.
Okay.
Let's go nacho cheese.
Okay.
I think the flavour on them lasted longer than any others so far.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The nacho cheese ones taste like cheese puffs.
Well, yeah, I was going to say they taste like our
a little, yeah.
Our what are they called?
Yeah.
Cheese wheat. Oh God, what are they called? Anyway,
cheese curls.
Cheese puffs, yeah.
Yeah.
That leaves these bad boys.
The hot ones. You don't like hot stuff though.
No, but
I'm
if
not
the
a big
seasoning,
hot fan either, but I'm a try.
if the seasoning on any of the others is to go by, I'm gonna say that these aren't gonna be hot. Let's just say that.
All right.
All right. Hella hot.
Still don't smell of nothing.
So you got me smelling stuff.
There's obviously no there's obviously no big chili peppers or anything used in the making of these.
See, usually I like hot stuff, but I like hot flavorful. I don't want like hot to be hot. I need flavor and
Yeah, I don't like stuff to burn my lips.
Yeah.
Okay, are we ready?
Burn your lips.
Let's go.
I like how Soph waits for us. I like how Soph waits for us to eat, and then she puts it in her mouth.
Yeah, these weren't bad.
Right. Soph is not feeling it. It's too hot for her. She's not feeling it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh no, I've run out of water. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
The last two were better than the first two.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, girl, knock it off. You are not dying.
I am. I've run out of juice.
I'd offer to give you some water, but we're not in one studio together, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
You will be fine. Knock it off.
Rich, what do you have as number one?
I'm gonna go with the cheese ones as number one.
Number two?
Number two would be the hot ones.
Number three?
Number three would be the Texas ones.
Okay, four Ridge. Jay Reace, what's your favorite?
So my favorite is the cheese ones, like Rich.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hot ones. Then the barbecue. And then original.
You two are just copying each other. Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. The cheese ones are the best because they're the ones with the most flavor. Can I just say that my whole tongue is tingling?
But I must admit, a lot of times when I eat these, I'll mix the nacho and the barbecue and the hot ones all in one bowl and eat it that way. And oh my God, that's like the best combination ever.
I agreed with you. The cheese was the best. My number two was barbecue, then original, and then hot, obviously. But it was a close call because they were all bloody awful, and the original didn't taste nothing.
They all were awful, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Okay, maybe awful's a bit strong, but I definitely couldn't sit there. Oh, let's put a movie on and get a couple of bags of porkless pig rinds and eat them. No.
I'm not a big pork rind eater, and I thought these were going to take me back to my childhood days.
I see.
And it did not. It did not.
Generally you have pork scratchings. Hold on a second. Generally here you eat pork scratchings at the pub. That's where you have them. You go to the pub and have a pint and a packet of pork scratchings, you know.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Like we have pretzels.
Wait to get there.
And
I can't wait to go there and go to the pub and have a cold beer and some pork scratches.
Well, you know the pork scratchings will be real and not polystyrene seasoned.
Oh man.
Stuff.
But I don't eat pork rinds. So I was looking for something different, but I'm gonna tell you the cheese ones taste like cheese puffs to me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
they could have changed the name on them and made them cheese puffs.
Rich, would you eat them again?
Yeah, I would eat them again.
And Sophie is shocked.
I don't turn down no food. I'm about to eat the rest of these.
I'm thinking about.
I don't know if I should be happy or excited.
I'm thinking about eating another cheese one just to try and get rid of the sting from my tongue. Like, I'm prepared to try anything.
I mean, I must have, so here's a couple things. So like my palate is a little different than everybody else's just because I've been vegan for so long. Mm-hmm. So a lot of things that have flavor, I don't usually need as much flavor as everybody else. So that might be one thing. That in fact, it's like anything else. You know how like if you have popcorn, the first one, I mean, you might taste a little salt, but by the end of the bowl, you're like, oh my God, this is so salty. It's that buildup kind of thing. So I think these kind of have that same effect, you know, maybe. Well, but I know Soph doesn't like them, so.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I done opened up 4 bags, and I think I'm going to do what you said, and I'm going to pour them all in a bowl.
Yeah, just pour them all together, man. Just pour them all together.
Mix them up and see if I can get them all down.
Word.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to do a review for our show and for TikTok. And I'm
going to do one for TikTok.
The chances of finishing any of the bags are slim to none.
Well, that's like me and Twiglets.
Oh my God, I love Twiglets. And if they were vegan,
Twiglets? What are Twiglets?
Oh, they are the best. Let me see if they're vegan, because if they are, you are getting.
I'm like, what are Twiglets?
Twiglets is like a dry pretzel.
It's a snack, much tastier.
It's like a pretzel on the driest level.
And why would I want? You don't make this sound appetizing at all.
Yes, you can Twiglets as much or as little as you like, because they contain no animal products. Jay Reace, your day
I love that.
Just got hella better.
I love that.
Twiglets,
but Rich is making it sound like it's cardboard.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I think they sell Twiglets at that store I went to the other day, don't they?
If they do, we need to get a pack from there, because drop something on the floor. I'm so excited. If they have some at that shop, I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna check it out this weekend and see if they have Twiglets.
I feel like that's a name that I would like to say when I'm high, just like Twiglets to make me feel Twiglets.
Listen, Twiglets are the bomb. I love them.
All right, I'm willing to try anything that's cruelty free. So let's give it a shot.
And tell you what, you will not be disappointed. You will swap from no pig polystyrene to Twiglets, just like that.
I'll tell you, I love pig out. Like, I mean, maybe I gotta sit you guys got bad bats, because they also do have a salt and vinegar one. I love them.
And the thing is,
eating them. Yeah.
I bet the salt and vinegar flavor is the best.
It wasn't my cup of tea, but then again, I'm not a real salt and vinegar fan, so.
Well, thanks for sending us the snacks. I think.
Welcome, but
yes, thank you, Jay.
I personally.
Now I gotta redeem myself. Now I gotta make sure I send you guys something else.
Well, this is what I was just about to say. I personally think this should become a regular segment. Like, I'm gonna send you guys stuff. You guys send me stuff, and we'll just chop it up.
Well, I'm gonna have to really find a vegan store. I just found a store that sells the same stuff she has in her country.
Some of the same stuff. Let's not.
Okay.
She got excited too because they got my iron brew, which I'm getting ready to go.
And you bought a lilt and tried it for the same time.
What's it called? A lilt. It's lemon and
pineapple, lemon, and grapefruit soda drink.
The pineapple grapefruit drink. It was.
And the advert says totally tropical taste. Lilt.
It tasted pretty good. Okay. It came in a can this size.
Yeah,
really?
You gulped down that can. I'm not gonna lie. You was feeling
it.
But it was pretty good.
I'm down. All right.
Do you know what I should send Jay Reace that I sent you? That I know it's gonna be love at first sight. Do you remember when I sent you a can of appetizer? Oh gosh, that drink it's like fizzy apple juice.
Yeah, it's nothing but fizzy. It's just a carbonated apple juice. Really good.
I see my house phone going off. Right.
It is a beaut. Right.
It's
we
delicious.
need to do our weekly series review, because this show we're probably going to get complaints that it's gone way over the allocated time.
How can they complain? We brought them a really good show. That was a great debate. You guys Sophie dissed my snacks. I'm gonna come back and redeem myself, so it's all good.
You're going to have to be honest, because I'm just not.
I'm gonna laugh.
I wish my dad was closer, because he loves pork scratchings like me, and I swear to God, his face would probably look the same as mine.
But see, that's just it. Don't compare it to what you normally are used to. It's another snack that's supposed to taste similar to something.
Well, it doesn't. It's not supposed to replace it. Tastes similar to polystyrene. That's all I can say about that.
So wait, but so how often have you ate polystyrene?
How did I know you were going to say that?
You know me so well, my friend. Oh, so well.
She said styrofoam.
Oh.
Rich, what is your series this week, please, my love?
Oh.
He's not ready. He's not ready, people. Jay Reace, have you been watching anything good this week while we wait for Rich?
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I was watching something. Hold on.
It's okay.
I've been watching like a lot of old shows that like were on when I was a kid. Like I started rewatching Eve. I actually just started watching How I Met Your Father. That's actually pretty good because I didn't like the original How I Met Your Mother, and I've been watching How I Met Your Father. And it's actually pretty funny. Not Ground Floor, but Ground Crew. Oh, I like that. That's really good.
Now you actually told me off in the week. We have a monthly business meeting, and you actually told me off.
I wouldn't say I told you off, but I gave you my opinion.
You listened to our show on the podcast, and you were devastated that I didn't like.
You made me push the wrong button. Hold on, you made me laugh.
You were devastated I didn't like Good Girls.
Yes, my heart. See, okay, so here's the thing. I am a huge Christina Hendricks fan. Like I've liked her ever since she was on Firefly, which her like one scene in Firefly, or one appearance in Firefly. But like I've loved her since then, right? Plus, like the show, like there's other actors on there I love. I think it has a really good show, a really good just time. I feel like it's Breaking Bad, but for housewives, if that makes sense. So yeah.
I've never watched Breaking Bad, so I can't comment on that either. But isn't that about zombies?
For shame. No.
About the drug game, girl. It's about the drug game.
Right.
What one's about
Breaking Bad is I think you're talking about Walking Dead.
Okay, you're right. Right.
So my show is called Life and Beth, which is hilarious.
Hold on, called what? Life in Bed?
I've seen that. I've wanted to watch that. I've seen that. Yeah.
Hold on, please. This show is getting out of control. I didn't hear what you said. What's it called? Life in Bed?
No, Life and Beth.
Life and Beth.
Yes, yep. It's on Hulu. BETH, yes.
I don't want to get wrong.
Amy Schumer is a stand-up comedian. Mm-hmm. She actually was one of the females that hosted the Oscars.
She didn't get slapped, did she?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay, so Life and Beth on Hulu. What's it about?
Oh, let me read it to you. Beth decides she can't waste any more time on regrets. She makes a plan to move forward, cut some old ties, and forgive.
Ooh. So what do you think about it? You're obviously a fan.
I love it. I loved every episode. I've rinsed it already. I would rate it a 5.
Ooh.
So I'm curious, Rich. Like, is this her normal type of comedy? Because I'm usually not I'm usually not her fan.
Yeah, it's dry humor. You got to get her humor to actually find it funny. She's a dry humor kind of comedian.
Mm-hmm. Well, you and I usually have the same taste, so I might watch it anyway. I'll probably still watch it.
Sorry,
it's more serious than funny. It's just because she's such a comedian.
Did you say it was on Hulu?
Yes.
Okay.
I am clearly a bad influence on this show. I am sorry. I apologize.
I think we're going to have to get something like everyone needs a water bottle, and when you want to speak, just hold up the water bottle.
We're going to need a talking bottle.
Yeah, that's
water bottle.
So I watched this week the 3rd season of Afterlife on Netflix with Ricky Gervais, right? Absolutely love the first 2 seasons. His wife passes away of cancer, you know, and it's his basically journey. There's not many shows that you can laugh and cry at in the same thing. I absolutely loved 1 and 2. 3, absolute disappointment. Absolute disappointment. I swear to goodness, I was like,
that is not what I was expecting you to say.
What has happened to this show? I had such high hopes. Oh, I don't know.
So what you giving it?
2 out of 5. And
what service is it on?
It's on Netflix. I'm only giving it a 2 out of 5 because the first 2 seasons, otherwise it'd get a nil point. I don't know if they've changed the writers or what, but
I wouldn't blame the show. Like Netflix has that thing where it's either the 2nd season or 3rd season where they just kind of mess the show up.
Oh, hell to the no!
It's weird.
Top Boy, we rinsed that, and that has never disappointed until today. Ashley Walters, the main character and producer, shared a clip. They're getting ready to do the 3rd season. Wait for the clanger. This will be the final season.
No.
Oh, wait a minute. You said Top Boy?
Yes.
Jay Reace.
I've never heard. This is something new. I've never heard of this show. Netflix. I guess I'm going to do my research now.
You're going to have to get on Netflix and watch
Top Boy.
Yep. This is the
Top
problem.
Boy is it, yo.
You come on this show.
It's like the British version of The Wire, yo.
Wait a minute. UK has criminals? You guys got gangsters?
Yeah, and they've got illegal guns.
Oh my! Oh dang! Okay.
If you like, hey, check this out. If you like The Wire,
right?
You like Top Boy, yo.
Okay, all right.
Is my.
But you gotta find. Don't jump from. You gotta find.
I'll send you the screenshot because what happened was in 2011 it came out over here and it was on our normal telly. And they did 2 series, Top Boy, that's it. Then it got shelved. I don't know if it was because of finances or what. Then 2020, Drake over there must have watched it and thought, yo, this is good. Let me get a piece of the action. So he started it another season on.
He produced it.
Like 10 years later, he produced it and put the series on Netflix. So these 2 new series, if you search Top Boy are on Netflix, but if you search it, Top Boy, it comes up with one that says Top Boy Summer House, and that is the original 2011. So you got to go all the way back to the beginning.
Okay, all right. I'll do my due diligence and I'll check it out. Top Boy.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. That show has worn me out.
You're welcome.
I have been tag teamed by 2 beautiful men across the pond, and it has done me in today. I'm telling you.
Well, Reese, we want to thank you again for showing us some love. If you are free for Sunday's show, you are more than welcome and invited to come and finish the second state.
Just bear in mind, Sunday's show is going to take a twist on the whole thing and become serious.
Okay, so all right. Do I need to bring my boxing gloves?
If you want to get serious with us, no slaps allowed, because that's disrespectful. But if you want to get serious with us, you're welcome to come back. And just let it be known, no one in the history of this planet has been invited back to 2 shows on the hop, and no one has been a guest on a Friday show. So,
oh wow, I feel like I gotta say yes now. I feel like I gotta say
yes.
You know, I'm already there. We could talk about deets later, but yeah, I'm definitely there.
Okay, but if I could just have one request, when you bring your beverage, can you put it in your ATP mug? If you're going to be part of the gang, you got to get amongst it.
Oh, of course. I meant no disrespect. This is just my writing mug. This is my creative mug. I love this mug.
Seeing that mug felt like a slap round the face. Total disrespect.
Stop it. Just stop it.
I'm sorry. I mean, does it help that it's resting on my ATP coaster? Does that help?
Oh, you've just pulled it back. Look at the last minute. He's pulled it back. Right, folks.
You guys are okay. So you guys are like everywhere. Like when I come to work in my little office, I have my ATP coaster right here. I have like the magnet right here. I have you guys everywhere. Like
and
the postcard.
to be honest, we wouldn't want
postcards up there.
we wouldn't want it any other way. Now my computer is flashing at me that this battery is going to die, so we have to wrap it up before we get cut off because that's very unprofessional.
All right. Well,
All right, peeps.
Okay, Rick.
Right.
How are we cucumbering before we say bye?
Yes, we're cucumbers.
Okay, cucumbers coming up. Jay Reace, thank you.
I see everybody. I'll talk to you later.
Layers. Okay, we'll fill everyone in about cucumbers on Sunday.
Yes. Now, how we always end the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was a little long, but we love our show passionately. So, how we do it. This is Soph.
This is Rich.
And we are
from across the pond. Please come back on Sunday. We're going to finish it off and it's going to get serious. Yepper.
Yepper.